Good afternoon, everyone. I have finished. My name is Cindy at Cindy's Junk Journals, and I have finished this journal. This journal is homemade from top to finish. Everything in it is junk or made by me. So let's take a look. She is finished. This is an envelope I made out of an envelope, and I have got a card stuck in it, a writing card. And then here is a pocket. Of course, I showed this the other day with a little card in it. So we'll just do a quick flip through. I won't talk too much about what is in here. I've added lace to the pages on each signature. And this is a little homemade card that you can open up and write in and stick back in. And on the other side is a hidden paper clip that you can slide something up underneath here, a card. Let's see, we can go ahead. I've got some homemade writing cards here out of scraps. And we can just slide it right up in there and you can pin a writing card right in there. And here's two corner pockets, one on each page, top and bottom. And I love the pages in here. We got some older pages. Here's another homemade a place to put your cards or pictures or whatever you'd like to put in it. And this is a fold out. It has a pocket. Has a pocket on it right here with a card, and then you fold it out and there's a pocket inside right here, and then writing space here. And then when you turn it over, there's another pocket here that this wraps around your page. And here's one of the cute little homemade cards I made, and I made a whimsical bird, and it goes right in there. And then behind here is a card. And this card is made out of all strips of my leftovers. And I'll show you what I do. This morning, I did 3 of these. These are all of my scraps. And I glue them to either collared. This one's glued to a colored board. And then I can cut them and use them in my journals as cards. There's one. Here's another one, all made out of my scraps. And it is on a blue or green. And here is one, all glued up from scraps. And it's on white. And like I said, I can cut this in pieces and make writing cards out of it. And that is what the one in this book is made out of right here. It's one of those that has all the leftovers. And this book has 4 signatures. This is something I made out of a newspaper and a piece of clear plastic and made a card window. It's another tuck with a card, one of my whimsical birds. Here is the envelope that I showed you guys on the last video when we looked in this one. This is the envelope that I sewed a smaller envelope with the sewing machine. I folded these in half and sewed this smaller envelope in there. I have covered it since and have put it into the book. It is glued right down the middle here. Fits right in the middle. And it has 4 different places for cards. There's a card tucked in here. And then a writing card tucked here. A writing card tucked in here. And this one also has a writing card in it. So there's 4 different writing cards. And you can, of course, can add whatever you want in your book. So there it is covered. I didn't have it covered. It was just the white envelopes that you get mail in. And here's another tuck I made out of the newspaper. And then I just put some stickers in it and added some cards in here to write on. And these are all made out of scrap, my cards. All those were made out of the scraps that I had left. And this here was made out of the scrap that I used on the front. So I did put it on a small envelope. And you open it up. And out of the scraps, I covered the envelope. And then I covered a writing card and added some stickers. And then if you flip it to the other side, you have just a side tuck here. And this is a photo that was coffee dyed out of a newspaper. And it was also scrap. And I thought she was pretty, so I glued her onto something. And here is the pockets made out of the scrap material I had. And we've got 1, 2, 3 pockets. And I have them stuffed for you. And this book here is for sale. And I would sell this one for $45. So you'd have to go on my Facebook group at Cindy's Junk Journals and join my Facebook group. And I'll post this video on YouTube. I also have a YouTube at Cindy's Junk Journals. You can subscribe to it. And you'll find them both on there. And this here has a tuck up at the top, a tall. And then on the side, it has 1, 2, 3, 4. So it actually has 4 different pockets here on the side. And 1 tall one here that you can stick a tall writing card in. Here's another flip out. It has a pocket here and then a pocket inside. And you can still write on this here plus the whole page. And then when you flip it over, it has a pocket here. And here's another tag made out of my scraps, all glued onto the back of glued onto a white cardstock, and it just slides right in here. Because when I glued this, when I glued this one on this side, I just glued down this edge and this edge, which made space to put your writing card in. And this here has a card in it of a beautiful lady. I love using these ladies. If you can see her. There she is. And this is the top of a Kleenex box that I took the clear, that you pull the Kleenex up. Well, I pulled it off and I added some vellum to it and made it a pocket in this journal. And I'll show you one I made in my husband's journal as well. And then this is the last signature in this. And here's another 2 pockets. It holds 1, 2. Made out of scraps. And here is a piece of scrap. And I added some crochet lace here. And it has 2 cards in it. And this is a long tuck where you can put a really long piece in there. And this is made out of the money envelopes that you get your money in. And I just cut the one end and then did a little loopy thing here with my circle punch. Didn't make a whole circle. And then added some stickers and added a writing card that you can write on. And you can put whatever you want in it. Here's another envelope that I just cleaned my stamps off on when I was stamping. And I thought it looked cool. So this one has 2 pockets. You have a pocket up here. Right here at the top. You can put a tall writing card in, and then there is one inside the bottom that I made, and this is just a book page, and I added a sticker to it, and then you can write on the back. It goes in the side right like that, in the side here, and then you have the tall card right here. So I just cut the top off of this one to add extra space. And also you have a tuck here that you can add a writing card on this side, right there. And this one also has the door in it somewhere. We shall find it. I know it's in the signature somewhere. There is the door that I made. If we can find it. I know it's in here. This in here's also, it's got a window in it. And it was made from an envelope. And I covered it in the newspaper and put a tuck in there. And here is the little door I made out of a box that had this big window in it. And it has a magnet closure to it. And you can write in here and then it snaps shut. So this one is done, finished. It is for sale for $45. And it is completely homemade. This is made out of a cardboard envelope that I got a DigiKit in. And a DigiKit is pages that you can put in your book. And it also has tucks and things. But this one was, I didn't use the DigiKit. I used the DigiKit envelope. So this one is all completely homemade, all junk. Like I said, I'm going to try to do a no-buy couple months. So, I will be using up what you all have given me. This is my husband's I was working in. And I've added a few different things in here. I've added photos. I've added pockets. This is a homemade pocket out of a bag that I sewed. And this is an envelope turned upside down. And I've got pictures and postcards put in that. That was my husband's dad's. And this is made out of the tissue box. And it has pictures. I have tucked in it. See if there's anything else in here. And he's got plenty of space to add other stuff. Here's a note from his dad. 2 notes from his dad. And then here's a picture of the dogs they had when they were little, my husband. And then I just stamped on this one. And this tuck has pictures in it as well. These are advertisements for cigars, since this is made out of a cigar box. And I have pictures also of John's mom and dad and a few things. And this one, it's just made out of a cardboard, the lid off of a cardboard, maybe cupcakes or something. And it also has advertisement on it for cigars and then more pictures tucked in it. And this is also made out of a paper bag, and I stamped a signature in it and added a photo of John's mom, dad, and his uncle. So we put that in there. And here is a picture. This is another one made out of the top of a box. And this is John and his cousin, Ellen, together in a crib. Like I said, and he can add more to this if he wants. This is made out of the paper bag. And it also has a picture in it. Another tuck, and this is cigar advertisement. And other pockets with pictures in it. There's a side tuck. And it has the advertisement for cigars. This here I made a corner tuck. And then it has a side tuck with a picture in it. And this is John and another friend playing in the yard when they were little, if you can see. And then I just stamped on the back. And here is the reverse one. And I have to get something to stick in there, or he can find something to stick in there. And this has a picture of his brother Pete with John when John was just born or little, not very old. And this is a receipt from the store where someone had bought their hunting license or fishing license. This is the receipt from John's dad's store for that person. And just another pocket to keep pictures in or letters. Another pocket. more pockets with pictures. And some of these pictures I just copied. And the rest of these are ready for John to put whatever he wants in. So this is John's Swisher cigar box journal. It's not for sale. This one is for sale. And the next thing I want to show you I'm working on, this is the 2 large envelopes that I ordered off of Amazon. I ordered a pack of them. And I made 2 already. They're for sale for $50. I've showed them on a video. This is the one I just started yesterday. I glued the pages on. The other ones I made, I just glued the pages halfway and left a little bit of the envelope showing and inked the envelope. This one, I covered the whole thing. I put a crocheted butterfly and a ribbon. And it is made in the W form. It forms a W. And this would be the first signatures are in here. And this, between this lace, I put lace on the front and the back. But between this lace, there is a pocket that you could put stuff in. And then this is the first signature. I have nothing put in them, but I started each one with the little whimsical birds that I made out of the circles. And I did post a video on how to make these beautiful birds. But I have nothing yet in here. And then you would flip it this way. And there's your second signature. And there's also a pocket here to store stuff in. And there's another whimsical bird. And like I said, these are the pages. They are blank right now because I haven't got anything in them yet. I just glued this together and added the signatures last evening. And then I worked on getting rid of all my scraps off of the my workspace here. And then, see, so we got 1, 2 signature. And when you close it, you open the back up. And there is your third signature. And it starts off with another one of the birds that I made. I thought they were so cute. And these are the pages, but I haven't got them decorated. So this is what this one looks like. It's not done yet. It's not finished. Don't have no cards or anything. And I've been working on, like I said, clearing my scraps. I made, let's see, I made a couple tucks. This is a card tuck that you can, an envelope-like thing. I made this out of just scraps that I had. And you can stick a writing card down in that. This is also made out of a Webco. Your money envelopes you get at the bank. And I covered it and put some pretty stickers on it. And you can use it to put a big card in. I think I have one in here already. There is one in here. So I've made a card for that. This is another version of the pocket I showed you, just a little shorter. You would tuck, and all these are made from scraps. I had a whole bunch of scraps, and this would glue down in your book on a page, just like that. You would glue it down in your book, just like that. And these will probably go in this book that I just made. Now, this is a wraparound, and how this would work. Or no, is this the pocket? And no, this is the wraparound. This is a piece of scrap. I folded it in half. And how this would work in your journal would be, let me find a blank page. Here we go. We would slip this over the page. It would slip over the page. And then you would glue this down right here. Just glue it like from here at the bottom and then up the side. This one's too big for this book. It's a little narrow. And then when you flipped it over, this would flip out on the next page. Would flip out like this. And you could write on this and flip it back in. And this would be the pocket. I thought that was nifty. And again, I just started making pockets and cards out of my leftovers. Here's another, out of the scraps. Here's another pocket. And then another bigger pocket. And they just glue on a page. And you could just stick your writing cards or your pictures or whatever you're saving down in them. This one will glue down on a page, and it's made out of a book page, but you would glue it straight down on a page, and then you could stick your card in the top. This one here. It's just a book page, a couple stickers, and then I strengthen it with cardstock, and you can make a pocket. Just glue it straight to your page. And this is another pockets made out of a book page, and you can just stuff your cards or whatever you want to save in those. And it just glues down, and it also shuts. Goes down like that. Makes a little envelope, and you can open it. But this just glues down on your book page, down on a book page, and then you'd have that. So that is what I've been up to. I hope you all are having a good day. It's been really cold here. The granddaughters are napping. They did Schoolology earlier, from 8 to 12:30. They were on Schoolology, and they ate their lunch, and now they're napping. Oh my. One's in middle school, and one is in grade school, 4th grade. So that is all I have to share today. I thank you for tuning in. Stay tuned for what is created inside this book. But I liked it. I put the double lace around, so they're on where the signatures are. And then it does make the W. So you have 1, 2 signatures. And when you flip it around, you have the 3rd signature in the middle here. And then it just closes up like that. And that is your junk journal. So y'all enjoy the rest of your day. I'm making spaghetti for dinner. I have the sauce and hamburger ready. So all I have to do is cook the spaghetti. And that's it. So love you all. Thank you all who have joined my Facebook group, Cindy's Junk Journals, and subscribe to my YouTube at Cindy's Junk Journals. And you can also find some of my books on Marketplace on Facebook. So have a wonderful afternoon until I see you again. Thank you. Bye-bye.